Hey, Des, we know we got to ask. We know we saw you this summer and you were 100% healthy. How soon will you be back to old Des 100%?
I mean, I'm about there. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's been a great rehab process. It was a great decision to ultimately get the surgery. And coming into the season, I feel like I'm in a really good spot, physically, mentally, my game. So I'm excited to check rock on Sunday.
Marcus was just in here. He's got a reputation of elevating practices quite a bit. I imagine you two are going to see a lot of each other during training camp. How do you think that's going to make you better? And I know you also have sort of a similar reputation. What do you think these battles are going to be like?
I can't wait. I think that you hit it right on the head. He's a guy that'll elevate not only his peers but the whole entire group, probably the whole entire organization. So I'm excited to learn from him, but battle over these next 3 or 4 days or whatever it is, and kind of get on the same page going into the season and work out some of the kinks in preseason and hit the ground running.
This is a big opportunity for the team, big opportunity for yourself. I think before you got hurt last year, you were averaging like 25, but now, no job to start the season. Ball's probably going to be in your hands a little bit more. What can you take from the past, 3 years of your career where you were kind of, handling the ball in stretches to now it's probably going to be in your hands a little bit more. You're going to be doing a little bit more within the offense. How can you, learn from those opportunities and make this year your best year yet?
No doubt. I mean, I think every year you got to, sit back and reflect after the season and take a long, hard look in the mirror at, some of the things that you've done well and some of the things that you can improve on. And, for me, I think cardio is right there at the top. I mean, you see the elite two-way guards, Jimmy Butler, Devin Booker, all those guys, they're, in great shape. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, they're always moving around. So really getting to that level where I can do it, whether I'm on the ball, off the ball, as well as on the defensive end of the floor too. That's an area I want to take a step in this year.
Yeah, piggybacking on DeMichael's question a little bit. I know you're just getting started training camp tomorrow, but in terms of playing with Marcus Smart, probably to start the season in that backcourt, he's been a little bit more off the ball and on the ball, probably doing both in his career than maybe Ja or Tyus, who've been more traditional on the ball. So even playing the two, do you think you're going to take on more of a ball handling, more of a playmaking burden, sharing it with him in the backcourt?
I'm sure. I mean, we haven't gotten into practices and things like that yet, but, kind of similar to when Ja was out last year in the second unit, you would have multiple handlers, whether it was me and JD or Luke or, whoever it was out there kind of manning the second unit. I think that, there will be some shared responsibilities on the ball between me and Derek and whoever else, or me and Marcus, and whoever else ends up starting alongside of us. But I'm excited to, like I said, share the floor with them and, learn from them.
Do you have any individual goals this year, whether it be scoring or shooting percentage, all-star, anything like that?
I've never really been that type, to come into the season and say I want to average this amount of points or get this accolades. I think if we win, everybody will get their recognition, and success comes with that.
Hey, Des, good to see you again, man.
You too.
Talk about last season, man. It seems like this team almost has like the University of Colorado effect, man, where everybody wants to see you guys lose, man.
Sure.
Talk about how tough that was, the highs and lows of last season, what happened in the playoffs last year. How can you guys kind of build off of, being humble in a way, in manner of speaking?
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, I don't think that you can get to where you want to go if you're not humbled along the journey. It's part of the process, and you've seen guys, whether it's Jokic, Giannis, all these guys that have been in these markets where they're growing a team and they've had success and they've had failures and, ultimately end up winning a championship and having success in this league. And, that's what we're striving for. So the journey's never necessarily going to be perfect. But as long as you're learning something along the way and putting your best foot forward every day, we're giving ourselves a fighting chance. So I'm looking forward to another opportunity.
Des, curious on the Ja front. You've obviously been around him more than we have this offseason. Where do you think he's at in terms of his, journey, if you will, through all of this stuff he's gone through? How confident are you that it's kind of in the past? And as a leader within the franchise, how do you kind of navigate unique circumstances this year where you're not going to have him for 25 games and then you're going to have to bring him back into the fold?
Yeah, I think he's been great. I think he's in a very good spot, showing a lot of positivity. We've had open gyms throughout this entire month, and he's been locked in, and he's in shape and looks like himself. So the 25 games, obviously, he'll have a good opportunity to work on his game and some of the things that he might want to be able to put into play come season. So I'm glad that we'll be able to have him around and glad that he's in great spirits.